Hi guys, welcome to Pakabai channel. In our last video, we have talked about how to predict copper price using a simulation. We have used Excel features to simulate the copper price, for which we have used macroeconomic factors data to predict the copper price. Similarly, in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to simulate the price of aluminum. Like copper, aluminum is one of the mostly used commodity in automobiles, cooling coils, heating coils, then constructions, packaging. There are so many applications in electrical and all. You can list so many things where aluminum is used. And similar like copper, it is also a commodity which is affected by various macroeconomic factors. Now, in this video, we will show you how to simulate the copper price considering various macroeconomic factors. We have collected the data of 9 different macroeconomic factors. All these data are collected from reputed sources. The link is available in the description. You can verify this data also. And these are open source data. Anyone can collect this data. Similarly, whatever the data we have used in copper price simulation, those data are also freely available. Those link also given in that video description. So now the 9 different factors are the Fed rate, then the energy prices like natural gas, coal, crude. The next thing is the USD CNY currency pair, then Euro USD currency pair, then US inflation rate, then primary aluminum production, then Baltic Dry Index, which is the ocean freight benchmark. For September, these data were not available. We have assumed that the September inflation could be around 8%. Similarly, for this primary aluminum production, since the data is not available, we have used Excel forecast method. So remaining other data is available. We have collected from the reputed sources only. So now, as a first step, what we will be doing, we will be building the correlation table. Go to data, data analysis, then here we have to select the correlation, click OK, select the data of all those macroeconomic factors. We have used the data from 2017 January. These are monthly data. You can collect more data, maybe for 10 years, 15 years. If you can able to collect, you can collect those data and you can do your own analysis, basically. Click OK. So this is the correlation table we have received. So there are 3 factors having 80 above correlation percentage, because the whatever the changes in Brent crude or the coking coal or the natural gas have a direct impact on US inflation rate. So we can say, because when the energy prices goes up, it is logical that the inflation rate also goes up. So that means, so if I'm considering the US inflation rate, it can able to explain this 3 factors also. The rate is going up, that means the energy prices is also going up. If inflation rate is going down, then the energy prices is also going down. So based on the correlation analysis. So that means we can eliminate those 3 factors for our analysis. So that means we will create copy of this model data, which you can say. What we will be doing is we will remove this data basically, and we will go ahead building the model with 6 factors. Now go to data analysis. We will be building the regression model. Select regression, click OK. Here, y is the variable which we want to predict. Select those datas. Then x is the input. Here, 6 macroeconomic factors. Once we select, make sure that this label is clicked. Tick marks, because the first row is our labels. We have selected that also. Then click OK. So the first and foremost thing what we will be checking is the p-value. The p-value has to be less than less than or equal to 0.05. We have to remove the other variable. Fed rate having a higher p-value. Similarly, Euro USD is having a higher p-value. Then the other factors, you can say we can leave these 2 factors for model 2 because it's almost near to 0.05. So we will check and build this model 2, whether we have to remove that or not. We will do that. The Fed rate is removed. Then what is the next thing is Euro USD combination is removed. Delete this. Delete this. Now build model 2 with 4 factors. Go to data analysis, regression. Y value remains same, only change the X value. Select its 4 factors data. Okay. So now you can see only primary aluminum production p value is higher than 0.05. We will eliminate this considering the p value. Now we will build the model removing this aluminum production. So now we will build this model with 3 factors. You can question only 3 factors we have to consider. We have the data of 9 factors, but why only 3 factors? So we will show you what is the impact those 3 factors can able to make in model 3. We will explain that also. Data analysis, regression. Then the X value has to be limited to only these 3 factors. So now you can see all the p-value is less than 0.05. That means 95% confident that this 3 factors are making a significant impact on the aluminum prices. And as well, the adjusted R value means it is 89.73%. This 3 factors alone can able to explain around almost 90% of the variation in aluminum prices. So we have collected the data of 9 factors. Even after removing 6 factors, this 3 factors alone can able to explain. See, here also it is almost 90%. Here also it is almost 90%. Whether you can see whether removing those factors is making any impact? No, of course not. That means almost 90% still. After removing the other factors also, these 3 are making the contribution, major contribution. That means whatever the changes happening in these 3 values can able to explain or define the variation in the aluminum prices. So now we will build the simulation for which we would require the regression coefficient. This values here in this column we will mention the input. The simulated aluminum price will be calculated in CHC. So some product of the array of coefficient and the array of input values plus the intercept. So USD CNY, for example, if it is around 7, the inflation rate is around 8, Baltic Dry Index is around 2000. Considering these three values, the aluminum price has to be around 2500. For example, tomorrow the inflation rate drops down to 7%, for example, then around 2400 should be the aluminum price. Now, I think the USD CNY is around 7.11 around. So that means that around 2300 could be the right price. And the Baltic Index also fluctuating quite higher if it comes down to, because due to global slowdown, the ocean freights are dropping down. You can see when it's dropped down to 1500, this could be the price of the aluminum. So if anyone understand the variation in these three factors, considering the variation in these three macroeconomic factors, one can simulate the price of aluminum. So now using Excel, we have predicted this prices, we have created the simulation. We have to understand what is the error also. So the predicted value USD CNY into model 3, the coefficient of USD CNY, fix that plus US inflation, model 3 US inflation plus Baltic index, coefficient of Baltic index plus intercept is also a fixed value. So this is the predicted price. So the error, which is the absolute error, is actual by the actual, which is around 8% error. So the mean average percentage error is the average of all this error percentage. You can see the model has an error of around 4%, which is more than 95% or almost 96%. You can say this model is working without any error. Here, due to Excel, we have the limitation that we can use the regression model. But if you are having the knowledge of R or Python, so you can use models like CART, random forest, KNN, boosting. So there are so many different models. You can able to predict the aluminum prices, and we can able to simulate the price of aluminum considering various macroeconomic factors also in that. So here in this video, we have explained you how to simulate the price of aluminum using macroeconomic factors, and we have understood, and this model helps to identify what are the major macroeconomic factors. Even though there are so many macroeconomic factors, these three are the major macroeconomic factors which could affect the aluminum price. Any changes in these three macroeconomic factors can able to explain 90% of the variation in the aluminum prices, and the error of the model is around 4%. And you can see the data we have collected is from 2017. If you collect the data for past 10 years or 15 years, you can able to build your own model. So if you like this video, click like, and if you have any queries or comment, please put it in comment section. Please share with your friends, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.